Have you ever heard someone say, "Don't run in the event of a fire, crawl low under the smoke"? Well, there are several pieces of advice like that which have been passed around so often that most people just accept them as facts. Now, we've all learned this in school, but in reality, pouring water over a flaming piece of wood or cloth might work great. Well, we've all seen those cartoon characters doing this to look for gas leaks. Well, yes, it would be better if firefighters were able to put out every fire without needing anyone else's help. Well, yes, washing your hands with soap and water helps remove germs, but it doesn't instantly kill all bacteria or viruses. Well, let's face it, nobody wants to wear protective gear unless they have to. But here's the thing, injuries often happen during small, routine tasks, not just during complex or heavy-duty jobs. Well, human beings are naturally optimistic, but sometimes our optimism can turn into complacency, especially when it comes to safety. And remember, knowledge is power, so keep learning and stay safe. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. We tend to think that since nothing bad has happened in the past, it probably won't happen in the future. But the truth is, accidents don't warn you in advance. They just happen, and when they do, you need to be prepared. That's why it's important to conduct regular safety inspections, hold monthly fire drills, and train your staff and family on what to do in an emergency. Don't wait for something bad to happen before you take action. Remember, complacency is the real danger. Imagine this. You're a factory worker and you need to drill a hole in a metal sheet. You take out the drill and start drilling. Suddenly, the drill slips and hits your finger. Ouch. Or maybe you're in a warehouse and you need to grab a heavy box from the top shelf. You reach up and suddenly the box falls, hitting you on the head. Hard hats, steel-toe boots, goggles, or gloves might seem like overkill for a small job, but they can really come in handy when accidents happen. And let's face it, accidents don't care how big or small the job is. They just happen. So if you want to stay safe, wear the right gear, no matter what. Most of the microbes that live on our bodies are harmless, but some can make us sick. So it's important to wash our hands frequently. Well, we've all been in situations where we need to leave a building quickly, whether it's a fire, a gas leak, a blackout, or even an earthquake. But here's the thing, emergency exits must be usable during any emergency, not just fire. A building's emergency exits should be clearly marked and accessible at all times. But unfortunately, many people use them as storage space or block them with desks or other furniture. This is not only dangerous, but it's also illegal. Blocking an exit can put everyone in the building at risk. That's why it's important to know the nearest exit at all times and to never block an exit with storage or furniture. And don't forget to conduct regular drills so everyone knows what to do in an emergency. However, washing your hands quickly under running water isn't enough to kill all the germs. According to research conducted by the U.S. Center for Disease Control, you need to scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds to remove most germs. But even after 20 seconds, there's still a chance some germs will survive. That's why it's a good idea to use an alcohol-based sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Alcohol evaporates faster than water and it kills a wider range of microbes. This is especially important in industries, schools, and public places like restaurants, offices, or malls where a lot of people come into contact with commonly used surfaces. But remember, alcohol sanitizers shouldn't replace washing your hands with soap and water when possible. But unfortunately, that's not the case. The truth is almost anyone can use a fire extinguisher. It's not that hard. If you follow the basic pass technique, pull the pin, aim low at the base of the flames, squeeze the handle to release the agent, and sweep from side to side until the fire is completely out. It's not rocket science. Now, of course, if you want to learn how to do it properly, watch our other videos or contact a professional trainer. We also strongly suggest that you get your employees, students, or workers trained on how to use a fire extinguisher. And it's not just about saving the property, it's about saving lives. Because the faster you can put out a fire, the less chance there is of the fire spreading or of you inhaling toxic smoke. But when someone doesn't know how to use a fire extinguisher, they can end up making a fire worse or even hurting themselves while trying to put it out. So do yourself and everyone around you a favor. Get trained and take the necessary precautions. But in real life, even a tiny flame can be enough to ignite explosive gas that has leaked inside your home or office building. If there's a gas leak, you never know how much gas has accumulated in the air or where exactly it's coming from. Lighting a match or turning on electrical switches or even an appliance could cause a deadly explosion. Instead, if you suspect a gas leak, turn off the gas immediately, open windows and doors to ventilate the area, and leave quickly. Then call emergency services from a neighbor's house or cell phone. Remember, if you smell gas, leave the area fast and call 939 in Ethiopia or your country's equivalent. But water can make certain fires worse. For example, pouring water on a grease fire causes the flames to spread outwards and makes the whole thing much harder to put out. This is because the water turns to steam, forcing the burning grease to spill out from underneath the water surface. Similarly, spraying water on an electrical fire can lead to electrocution. That's because water conducts electricity. The current can flow through the water droplets and shock anyone nearby who's touching the grounded surface. Instead, you should use a Class B or C fire extinguisher. You can easily buy these online or in hardware stores. Or if you're dealing with a grease fire in the kitchen, you can try putting a lid on the pan or smother the flames with a fire blanket instead. But is that always the case? In reality, there are some very dangerous misconceptions out there that could cost you time, money, or maybe even your life. That's why in today's video, we will debunk 7 popular safety myths that people still believe. So stay tuned till the end, because by the end of this video, you'll know what's true, what's false, and most importantly, what could save your life in an emergency situation. The first myth is, water puts out all fires. Our second myth is, light a match to find a gas leak. The third myth is, only experts should use fire extinguishers. The fourth myth is, soap kills all germs instantly. The fifth myth is, safety gear is only for big jobs. The sixth myth is, emergency exits are only for fire. And the seventh and final myth is, if it hasn't happened yet, it won't happen. And now it's time to ask you, what safety myths have you heard? Let us know in the comments below.